Hello friends! I recently got a couple of orders from Stampin' Up, including the new online exclusives that release in November. So I thought I would unbox them with you and we can take a little peek. So let's get to it. All right, so I've got about half of it out on my table, and I figured I would start with the clearance stuff. So Stampin' Up recently had added some stuff to the clearance rack, so I think some of this is probably still available. So this is a twine, and it's actually quite a bit thicker than I was thinking. So I probably won't use it on layouts, it's a little too thick, but it would be cute for tags or even gift wrapping. There's like a little silver thread running through it, so it's kind of pretty. So that was really inexpensive. I think it was like $3 something. And then there was this ribbon, which is the frayed ribbon, and it was also like $3 something. So this one's a little harder to get off. All right, so here is what that's like. It's really soft. So that would also be good for packages, but it would be good for layouts, like using instead of a paper strip. It's really, really soft. It's almost like velvet. So there's the ribbons, and then I got these iridescent rhinestones. They're exactly how they sound. They're iridescent rhinestones in 3 different sizes. And then there's this embossing folder, which I think this is sold out already, but the Countryside Blossoms, and it's really, really pretty pattern. And then there's these 4 square decorative masks, which is basically stencils. But there's 4 of them, and I do believe that this is still available. And so here we go. I'm not sure if I don't think they layer on each other. I think they're just all different. Maybe those could, yeah, that looks like it'll go with that. And then this will probably somehow layer with that. I'm not sure, this might somehow too. I'm not sure how it was originally intended since it's on clearance, but they're really pretty. And I actually used this one just on its own already on a Christmas card. I did some glitter paste through it, so it looked really, really pretty. But yeah, so these were like, I don't know, $6 or something for the 4 6x6 stencils. And then I was really excited about this. This is the More Dazzle, because I saw some Stampin' Up demonstrators using this last year, but I didn't see them until recently once they were gone. I didn't even realize there's 2 different colors. So it's basically like glitter paper. So it's like paper on the back. I actually thought it was going to be more like fabric. But it's like this, hopefully it's catching the light and you can see it's like real chunky glitter, and it looks really, really cool. So I was asking some other demonstrators if you can die cut this, and I haven't tried it yet because I didn't want to waste anything by trying it. But I did find out, they said if you turn it upside down and die cut through this way, then it works better. Of course, you have to be, the die has to be able to be okay, die cut backwards. And then if you're cutting it with a trimmer, I would suggest a guillotine trimmer, so you're not dulling a blade on a regular trimmer, and also trim it upside down. I think that would probably be easier. So just a couple of tips on this. I'm not sure if it's still available, but there's these 2 colors of gold, and they're so, so pretty. So I got 3 packs of that because I love using gold glitter, and I loved the look of this for Christmas cards especially. And then these are little envelope treat boxes. So let me open it up. All right, so I got 2 of these. I was thinking they'd be cute to put some gift cards in for this year, and they fold up. They've already got the adhesive on it and everything. There is an updated version of this that seems somewhat similar. It's more of a box than an envelope, current for this year, but these were from, I guess, last year. So it folds up like that, and then there's this little slit right here. So again, I'm not sure if these are available still, but if they are, I will link them. I'll just put a link down below to all the clearance, so you can see everything that's on the clearance rack. And then also all of the Close to My Heart items that Stampin' Up was carrying are now 30% off. So I'll leave a link to the Close to My Heart items down there too. All right, so I've opened the paper packs. This is the Rock and Roll DSP, and I got it for two reasons. First of all of the guitars and the music, there's really only two patterns that are music related. I thought those would be good for concert pictures because my husband and I go to quite a few concerts. But then look at how many other patterns there are that are just black and white. So let me bring these up closer. I'm a sucker for black and white. I love black and white together. So all of the backs and then most of the other fronts and backs are just really good black and white patterns. So usable for so many things. So I was really excited about this one that they brought back. So that was the Rock and Roll. And then this one is a specialty paper. This is the Forever Love, and it's got gold foil. So here is this one with the pretty flowers. And then the back is just the teal, and it looks like a cream. It's probably very vanilla. And then this one is the pretty peacock with gold foil. So beautiful. I love the gold foil. And spoiler alert, there's more gold foil coming for the Valentine's release. That's part of the online exclusive that releases next month. This pattern here actually reminds me of sea kelp. Wouldn't that be fun on a beach layout? Maybe cut them into strips and have them go down the sides of the layout. It would be really unexpected with the gold foiling. Gold foiling seems to be one of those things that comes out like Valentine's Day and Christmas and special occasions, but I love it all year round. I'm just a sucker for sparkle and shine any time of the year. And then this is like a specialty cardstock pack. So it's got Azure Afternoon, Berry Burst, Fresh Freesia, Lemon Lime Twist, and Night of Navy. So it's cardstock, and it's not a very thick cardstock. It's a real lightweight, and it has a texture to it. I'm not sure if the camera is picking up that texture, but it's kind of like a lined texture, which is nice. So here are all of those colors. And then that was it for the clearance stuff. So here is, I got a pack of the new two-tone cardstock in Garden Green. I had already gotten some of the other colors, but I needed more Garden Green for all the Christmas cards I've been doing. And as you can see, it's got the light side on one side and the true color on the other. And it's the white core, just like Close to My Heart used to carry. So I'm loving having the white core cardstock back. And then if you can believe it, I actually didn't get the Latte Love paper until now. I have the stamps and dies, but I hadn't gotten the paper. So I decided it was high time to do that. I've seen Erin do some really cool layouts and cards with it. So I decided it's time, I need it. I love that the dies will cut out a lot of these coffee cups. And maybe even these coffee cups, I'm not totally sure. So here's the fronts. You've probably seen this already because it's been out for a while. And then here are the backs. So it's not all totally coffee themed, but I love this. That's a really pretty swirly look. That doesn't have to be just for coffee. Actually, most of these don't have to be used just for coffee stuff. But so now I finally have the Latte Love. And then I got this one too. This is the dry brushed metallic specialty paper. And these colors are also in that Latte Love. And so I thought it might be pretty with that, but also just on its own, or maybe with that wood grain paper. I think this is the same color as in the wood grain paper. So I just thought that was really pretty. And I've been eyeing it for a while, so finally grabbed that. And then this is the glass mat that came out, I want to say in July, but I didn't get it until now. It also comes with this little thing, which is like silicone. It's actually really nice, heavy duty, but what's nice is that it won't move around on here. So you can put your inks on here and they're not going to move on here, and then this is not going to move on here. You fit little ink cubes in here or use these for paints, stuff like that. So I'm excited to use this. I've also heard that this is really nice to stamp on with the red rubber stamps, having this really solid surface. And then it also comes with a stamp chamois. I already have a stamp chamois, so when that one gets all yucky and I need to replace it, then I'll switch to this one. And then actually last night I hadn't even unwrapped this or anything, but I took my daughter to soccer practice and was waiting in the car because it started to get a little chilly out, and I brought this and one of the kits from the Kits Collection, the Christmas card kit, and I set this on my lap in the card, and I was doing stamping and starting to put my kit together, so that was pretty handy. Speaking of kits, this is the new Alpine Air kit, and all the kits are actually on sale this month in October. So let's see if I can get this out. So like I said, everything you need is in the kit. So it comes shrink wrapped like this. There's even a little block in there. There's a little stamp set and the little ink cube in, this one is Misty Moonlight. So let me open this. All right, so here are the cards that this kit creates. There's 3 each of 4 different cards, and I thought that these would be really pretty on layouts too. I love taking these card kits and turning them into layouts, and I've seen a lot of other people do that. Look at how pretty these card bases are. And then also what I like to do is cut these in half and then mount it onto just a white card base, and then you get double the beautiful printed pieces. So there's one of the card bases. And then there's another one. And look at how pretty these are. See how pretty those would be like for a hiking layout? So these all are the little pop outs that you'll need, and they're really easy to pop out. And then let's see, here's one more of the card bases. That is gorgeous. And then there's more of the pop outs. And then these are just white pieces that you'll need. You even get the little dimensionals and the envelopes that match the card bases, and then there's little sequins in there and the block, and then these are little glue dots. So literally everything that you need is included in here. So what I did when I packed up to craft in the car is I just brought one of my full-size stamp sets because I prefer working with those if I have the color, but I don't have all the colors, so I appreciate this coming with it too. And then I brought my own adhesive just because I like the rolling adhesive. But that is one of the card kits that, or one of the kits that was released for October. There's 2 released every month. The other one for this month was like a sort of a memory keeping album. This is the 6x8 album that Stampin' Up offers, and I thought I would try it for my December daily for this year. So it came shrink wrapped, and it was very nicely wrapped. It's got this protective stuff in it, and you can get page protectors from Stampin' Up in this size as well. So it's a little bit thicker than the albums that Close to My Heart used to carry. Last year I actually used one from scrapbook.com that was even thicker than this, but I think it's actually more room than I need, so I think this one might be just right, but we will find out. I'll give this a try for this year and see how it goes. Okay, so here's the last of it, and before I get to the new online exclusives, let me show you the rest from the mini catalog. Plus, this is not the mini catalog. This is the dies that go along with this quarters of paper pumpkin. So there's 3 dies every quarter that will coordinate with the 3 months of paper pumpkin. So October, November, December is what these are for. I love this little Mary die, and then the tag, and this little fern leaf. That's going to be great. I can definitely use ferns. So these are from the mini catalog. There's these little, they're called woven golden leaves. They're like little mesh leaves, and there's no adhesive on them or anything, but you can put a little dot of glue or glue dot, and I think they'd be cute kind of stuck into embellishment clusters in your fall embellishments. Actually, it would go like this to look like a leaf. So that would be really cute, stuck into embellishment clusters, and then you've got a mix of textures with stamps and dies, and then these fun little woven leaves. I just thought that those were cute. I hadn't gotten any of the fall stuff yet in my last mini catalog order. I focused just on Christmas, so now I've gotten some fall things, and I love this set, and I wanted to show you. This is a red rubber set, and something I started doing, if you caught my stamp organization video, is when I have photopolymer sets, I started putting them in these envelopes that I get from Amazon, and they come as a set with the magnet sheets, and that way it saves so much space over using these cases that they come in. So the photopolymer set fits in there, the little insert folds up and comes out and folds up in there, and then I've got all my dies on here, and then they just fit into here. But when I have a red rubber set, they'll fit in there, but it's just a little bit bulky, so I decided to just keep them in these cases. But before I switched those envelopes, I had been putting magnets inside these cases and storing them that way before I started collecting a lot and it started taking up too much room. So then what I have been doing is when I get a red rubber set, I'll just take everything out and I will put it back into this case that already has a magnet, and then I'm not wasting all of those cases that have magnets already. And then here is the die set for that. I love this shape. It creates like a frame, like an outline, and then this piece too. So it creates like the frame and then the inside piece as well, and they've got some fun detail. So then I'll just take all of these off of the little card they come on, and they'll get stored on the magnet in there with the stamp set. So I'll do that all later. And then I got this set too, the Autumn Expressions. I love this little wood slice here, and there's some really pretty sayings, and I've already got my little magnet sheet in there. I love this little part of the die that looks like a little chain, and then you can put it on here so it looks like this piece is hanging. I thought that was really fun. And I love these little leaf sprigs too. I love leaf sprigs if you can't tell. And then this little background piece, I thought that was really fun too. So like those sets, and I'll use those for some upcoming fall layouts. All right, now for the new online exclusives. These release in November, and I didn't get everything, but I'm really excited about what I did get. So this is the Happy Hibiscus. It's a photo polymer set. So like I mentioned, I put them in here. So what I'll do is just take this out, and I did a whole video on how I'm organizing a lot of my new supplies from Stampin' Up. So if you want to watch that, I will link it here at the end of this video as well as down in the description below. But basically I do this, and I'm really excited about this set because I went to Hawaii this past summer, and then earlier in the year I was in Cancun, and so these are going to be perfect. And I love how we've got the outline and then the shading, and they layer together. So this will fit right in here like so. And then there is an embossing folder and dies that coordinate. It's another hybrid embossing folder. I love these so much. So they come together. So the embossing folder will emboss and die cut at the same time. So let me get this all open. Okay, so see how these ones here, whoops, they're all stuck together. So those are going to go in here like this. And it kind of like just clicks in place. It doesn't literally click, but you can find where it goes and it kind of will stay. And then you'll put your paper on and close it, and then it will run through and it will emboss these and cut them at the same time. I'm totally obsessed with the Seaside Wishes one that does this, and it will cut out sand dollars that are embossed and die cut. So I know I'm going to get lots of use out of this. So then what I'll do is I'll put all the dies on the magnet sheet, and I'll keep the stamps and the dies together. And then this won't fit in the envelope, but I'll just keep it with it like this with my stamps. So once this has been around a while and I've kind of had my fun and don't use it quite as much anymore, then I might keep this with my embossing folders. But since it's new, probably for the next, I don't know, year or so, I'll probably keep them together in my stamp bin. All right, so here is another set. Now this has a coordinating stamp set. This is the Hearts of Elegance. It has a coordinating stamp set, but I didn't get the stamp set. So these two pieces, or actually these three pieces, will coordinate with the stamps, but I just wanted the hearts because look at how cool this is. It cuts out the heart, and then there's this stitched detail on it, and then there's a whole bunch of different sizes of just hearts, and then this one has some little dot detail around the edge. And then there's a really big one, and then you can do this one with, there's like four 4 rows of dots that will go around the perimeter of that one. So I thought the die set was worth it just on its own. So then what I'll do is I get these little envelopes from Amazon too. And I've been using these envelopes for my standalone dies for a really long time. So I just want them all to be the same and don't want to have to change those. So I'm going to continue with that. And then I had this magnet left over from my Close to My Heart days and I cut it down to size. But you can use the other envelope and a magnet sheet that I showed you if your organization is different than mine. And then what I'll do is I'll just take these and I'll store them on here. In fact, I probably should use a larger one for this one, but I can go ahead and use the back too. All right, check it out. I actually got them all on one side. Perfect. All right, before I show you the little embellishments, let me show you the paper. So this is, I want to say it's called Marbled Elegance. Look at that. That is the wow right there. I love that. So, so pretty. And then of course there's the back that we saw. Here is this one. And then that back was already turned up. And then here's this one. Ooh, I love that. That would be good for Christmas too. I love that. Of course, there's already a Christmas paper that's got gold foil on it too, but this one is so pretty. Here's pink. That looks like it was the same as the red, but with pinks. That is so, so beautiful. The back side. Ooh, love that. I love all of these. And then one more. So pretty. So they're all just a little bit different. And then the back is just, you know, not foiled. So really, really pretty. And then this is some gold twisted thread that goes along with that. So I don't know where the end is, but it's not like a real bright gold, but that is a nice twine. That would be really good for tags on layouts and stuff. So there's that. And then I believe this comes in like a greenish color to go with this otter paper. Let me show you the otter paper. I did not get it for the otters. I got it because I love the colors. I'm not sure I'm going to use the otter side. I'm not sure I'd have a reason to, but as I flip through this and show you that, like the backs, like look at the cute little fish. If you have like river or lake layouts that you need to do, the fish are so cute. And then here's more otters. They're cute. I just don't know how I would use them. But here is fish with some kelp. So I can definitely see using that. This, of course, would be very cute for cards or if you have otters for layouts. But then again, look at the back. It's like little river rocks or something. So really, really pretty. I love the colors. So the colors, I mean, this could just be like a polka dot looking paper. It doesn't even have to be rocks or river rocks. Okay, so the cute otters. And then this is just like a water pattern. So really, really pretty. And then cute otters. And then this one is like mud or just a cool pattern if you need a brown color. And then this one has like all of the kelp or greenery or whatever that would be good for lakes and rivers. And then another water pattern. So if you see the otters and think I am never going to use otters, look again at the colors and the patterns on the back because it is a really, really sweet set. And then, like I said, I think there is a twine that matches the greenish color that's in this. So I did get these. This is called Riverside Irregular Pearls. And they're really pretty. So there's a pack of pearls that are all kind of like this. They're a little bigger than this and just the iridescent. But this has the kind of brownish color and then the greenish color too. And they're really, really pretty. So it all coordinates with that paper. So one more thing I thought I would show you when I get a new paper pack, I put them in these paper envelopes and I have been loving them. I'll link to these too. They're just from Amazon. They're fairly inexpensive. and they just slide in there. And then I just love how they store so neat and tidy, and you know, don't get damaged or anything. So I'll go ahead and put both of these in here, and then if there's a backer sheet, I just put that in there too, so that I know what the paper pack is and what colors are in it and all that. So I hope that you enjoyed this unboxing. I will have all of the links to the products and everything I mentioned down in the description below, and on the screen now is that organization video I talked about. So go ahead and click that, and I'll meet you over there.